Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech by Nirbhay. So in this video, we will see what is API and how actually it works by taking a real life example. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So now let's first start with our first section, that is what is API. Okay, so API stands for Application Programming Interface. It's like a messenger that lets two applications talk to each other. So exactly what I mean, okay, suppose if I take an example of a particular restaurant or a hotel, okay, where waiter is acting like as an API over there, and then you as a customer has arrived on that particular restaurant or a hotel. So ideally what you will do, so you will send request to waiter that is acting like as an API. Then that waiter will go in the kitchen and will ask to chef, hey, can you please prepare this food for this user. Okay, then that kitchen or that chef who is acting as a server, once that food is ready, he will respond back to that waiter by saying, hey, that food is ready for this particular customer. Then this waiter will deliver that food to that particular customer. Now this user or customer doesn't need to be worried about how the food is being prepared in the backend. Only he need to just send the request to the API and get the request from the API, and the whole things in the backend will be taken care by this API or the backend server itself. Now to simplify the working of API much better, we will see the 4 steps that API uses to work. Now to understand the working of API much better and to see the 4 steps that API uses, I am taking another example of railway booking system where IRCTC is acting like as an API over here. So you as an user, you are using Exigo application for this process. Okay, now you want to get the available seats available in a particular XYZ train. Okay, so what you will do, so you will or Exigo will send request to IRCTC who is acting like as an API over here. Okay, then this IRCTC will go in backend and will ask its server, okay, that is IRCTC or we can say it's railway server, and then it will check or fetch or process the data requested for this particular process by checking the number of seats available in that particular train. And once the checking of the available seats completed, this server will respond back to IRCTC, okay, and this IRCTC will display or deliver that output to that user or Exigo by saying that these are the number of seats that are available in this particular train. So finally the user doesn't need to be worried about how the data is being fetched in the backend. Only he need to just request the data to the API and get response from the API. So API uses 4 steps, that is request, process, response and deliver or display. Now we will see the different types of APIs. Now there are multiple types of APIs available. So if I talk about the 3 popular ones, that are public APIs, private APIs and then partner APIs. So we will see all one by one. Firstly we will see public APIs. Suppose if you want to get weather of a particular city, let's say Mumbai only, and you are not in Mumbai. So are you going to come to Mumbai to see its weather, whether it is cold or rainy? No, right? So instead what you can do, you can use this weather APIs to get weather of any city or any country. Okay, similarly you can use social media's APIs like for Instagrams or Facebook or for any other social media things. And secondly, this private APIs. So these are the APIs that are mostly used for their internal purpose only. Let's say DMart may be having their own API that may be keeping the count of their stocks for their different products. And at last, partners API. So you may have seen like while you are using Ola application to book any cab for you. So in that you can see Google Maps, okay, and inside that you can see your location as well as that cab's actual location. So here basically what we are doing, we are making communication with 2 different APIs in a partnership way. Similarly, if I take an example of online photo editor and Google Photo, suppose you are using a online photo editor website and you want to remove background from your 5 images, and that images are being uploaded in your Google Photos account. Okay, so are you going to download those 5 images one by one and upload it to that website. Are you going to do that? No, right? Instead, user can link or sign in his Google Photos account into online photo editor, and from online photo editor only user will be able to see all his Google. But you may be thinking how this Google Photos server is authorizing this online photo editor to use all the photos that are being uploaded in the user's Google Photos account. So here another concept comes into picture, that is OAuth. Okay, so I had made a detailed video on OAuth, how actually it works. So you can find that video in above I section. Also I will be mentioning that video link in description, where I have mentioned how actually the authorization between two websites take place. Now we will see why should we learn APIs. So this will include three reasons, that is efficiency, innovations and demand. Okay, so as we know, like by reusing existing functionalities of API, this can help us to save a lot of time. Okay, and secondly, due to innovation. Okay, so by using or implementing different APIs in our existing project, this can help us to create some advanced application. And last but not least, as this API skills are currently in high demand in tech market. So if you find this video helpful, you can like this video, you can subscribe this channel, and if you have any doubts, you can simply comment in the comment section. Till now, bye bye.